Okay, so I saw this post that says, what album took a while to grow on you? I got a few that came to mind. First one that came to mind for me is Mariah Carey's Glitter album. Now, I've told this story before if you see my videos, but I just did not care for Glitter at all. The only songs I liked was Lead the Way, Never Too Far, and Loverboy. Those were my jams. Everything else, I was kind of like meh on, Now, I remember I listened to it one day and it kind of like clicked more, for me. So I like stuff more now like Didn't Mean to Turn You On, All My Life, Twister's a really good song on that as well. And still songs that aren't necessarily for me, like Last Night at DJ Saved My Life. I just never, that was a no-go for me. Once we get to Nate Dogg's parts as well, like, so there's still some songs I'm not necessarily fond of, but it's come a long way for me. It's come a long way for me. For me, it's still probably my least favorite just because of how long it took to grow on me, and I think that she does have better albums that she's released. But yeah, this is definitely the first one that came to mind. Next up, I got Fiona Apple, Fetch the Book Artist. If you've seen enough of my videos, you know Fiona Apple is one of my favorite artists of all time. And whenever I was first getting into her, it was with this album, okay? And if you are wanting to get into her, do not listen to this album first, okay? And I'll tell you why. Fiona Apple likes to do this thing where she has like a lot of different vocal deliveries, and so that is something that just takes some time to get used to, and that can be off-putting for sure. And also her use of like percussion and instrumentation and everything. It's very different. It's very different. Fiona Apple doesn't really make commercial music per se, okay? Just kind of makes what she wants to. It's just really artistic expression and everything. So it's not the conventional song structure that you're used to, or use of percussion or all those other things, okay? And so listening to this album at first, it kind of threw me off. Like there was something that I liked about it and everything, but there were some other things that were kind of off-putting, for me. And so I just kept coming back to this album because something like drew me to it, and then eventually it did grow on me and everything. But I would not recommend this being your first Fiona Apple album if you've, not got to her, obviously. I think you should start off with Win the Pawn because that's her most commercial body of work. Catchy choruses, the typical stuff you would expect, and everything from pop music or what, what I'm talking about. So I think that's the album that you start off with, and then you go to Extraordinary Machine, then I the Will, and then boom, you get here. That's what I think you should do. That's what I think that you should do if you want to get into her. So yeah, just her unconventional song structure and all those other things take some time to get used to, and this is a very personal album and in-depth album with her talking about her relationships with men in her childhood and kind of why she is the way that she is. And it came out during the pandemic, and it was so pivotal for that time. And every song literally has so many layers of meaning in every single lyric, and like it was made with a lot of intention. And I really do love this album. It's like my favorite album by her and one of my favorites all time. But yeah, this one, it took a little bit of time. Last one, I decided to say Renaissance Beyonce. So you may think, oh, I didn't like the album at first. The thing is, I liked Renaissance at first, right? But I wasn't as crazy about it as everyone else. And so explaining that, basically, I thought it was a good album, but there was some stuff on there, like Thick, that I just wasn't particularly fond of, okay? Some of the songs just weren't hitting for me. I like stuff in the beginning. I think America Has a Problem has always been in my top 5. I liked Alien Superstar. I liked Cuff It. Just some other records took some time to grow on me and took me time to get used to, I guess, and everything. And so whenever I really like an artist, I'll listen to their album for pretty much every single day, right? Like just trying to get a feel for at least a month. So I did that, and some of the songs that I wasn't as fond of definitely grew on me. So I thought it was good, and everything. And then after I listened to it, took some more time with it, then I was like, okay, it's excellent. So I enjoyed it at first, but the more time that I listened to it, and kind of grew into it, I appreciated it more with this album. There's a lot going on with all the genre bending that she's doing on this album and her influences. It's just a great album, but it took me some time. So let me know what you guys think down below. What album took a while to grow on you? And let's continue that conversation.